It's not there yet. Not there yet, but work in progress. Work in progress. And for the haters who said, oh, you're negative, you only say bad things, I'll be fair now. Whenever these guys screw up, then I'll come out and I'll say it. When they don't, then I'll be full on free. So as you can see here, this is going old school. This is going old school. Okay, so I'm not part of this whole razzmatazz, this new thing. I didn't buy it. I didn't rush to buy that kit. Okay, I stay with the real kit, which is this one here. Can you name where this here is from? So I put down some notes, and these are just things that I think need to be taken heed by Raw moving forward. So these are facts. These are non-negotiable. And this is how things have to go moving forward. Okay, so the first thing I believe, and this is the 100% thing, I think this involves two players, Iwobi and Mikel. Now, check the record books. I'm not here to toot my horn or anything, but just check the record books. I have been saying this for ages, and Arsenal fans can even attest to this. I've always said Iwobi's strongest position is the number 10 role. But for some reason, Arsenal fans kept playing him on the left. I said, no, this guy is not a winger. He can play there. But I have seen his game. I've studied his game. I see how good he is at making difficult passes and how he's a pass-first guy and how he's good at making incisive passes. So I say he's got the characteristics of a number 10 player. To be a wing player, you must have that forward thrust. That's how you do that. You have to have that perpetual motion of moving forward, which is what makes a guy like a Chukwueze so good, because that's just his gameplay. Iwobi just doesn't have that to his gameplay. He's not fast. He's not quick. He doesn't have great acceleration, and he does not move forward. He's a technically based player, so he's lucky to control the ball, look through, and look for that pass. That's what he's about. So he's not a pace merchant, So, and as soon as Iwobi went to the number 10 position, you just saw how much more dangerous Nigeria looks, because it freed up a Chukwueze, it freed up an Aina, it freed up a Musa. So with Iwobi being in the middle, and he knows that I've got Musa to the left, I've got Chukwueze to the right, it just frees him up. And I just think that, because I keep saying this to people, like, if you've played football, you will know. If you're a central player, you can't play out wing. Can a wing player play in the central? Maybe. A central player cannot play out on the wing. Trust me. Anybody who has played football will know that if you've played central and that is your natural position, you can't play out wide. So Mikel's international career is over. It's finished. It's done. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for what you did for that 2013 Nations Cup. But it's about the kids. It's about the youth. Iwobi is the number 10. Mikel is over. Like, it would now make no sense for him to be starting the next game. And I think if going Raw, you are about that life, you're serious, you actually care about this team, tell Mikel that if we need to hold on to a lead, we bring you on as a DM for experience. So hold the lead 1-0. But as far as starting a game and trying to take hold of the game, we can't have you. Doesn't have the legs anymore. Doesn't have the sharpness. Against Burundi, this is one of the weaker oppositions, because I just saw what Madagascar were doing. So I thought Madagascar may be the weakest game. Madagascar and Guinea are going to be much tougher games. So this is going to be Nigeria's easiest game. So in Nigeria's easiest game, you looked lethargic. Lord only knows what's going to happen against Madagascar and Guinea, who are far tougher opposition. So for Mikel, international career is over. It's done. It's finished. Thank you. Well, thank you for all you've done. Thank you. We're thankful. Thanks. Cheers. But it's over. It's finished. Bro, this Aina guy, man, I am impressed. I am impressed. Not only for his amazing assist, relax, I'll get to Gala. I was impressed because you can see, you know how I always say, like, okay, like the, when people talk about, okay, experience in another league, is it real, everything? But I just think that, because let's do the calculation. He plays in Torino. He plays in the Serie A. He plays in Italy. What do we know about Italy? You can talk about everything about the Serie A, how it's no longer the top anymore. One thing we cannot say about the Serie A is the attention to defensive detail. If you are a starting defender in the Serie A, you know how to defend, and you have a tactical discipline more than most other leagues. I think that is what Aina brings into this team. There's a tactical discipline that he has, just a solidity that he helps to bring to that defense, which I think oozes up and helps with the others. And also, he's also very good with bringing the ball up forward. So I think his combination with Musa, I think, is going to be very interesting. But I think what you just saw is that lineup that included Igalo and Mikel has been the lineup going forward. Oh, now he did all right. He did all right, but I think, you know, okay, look, let's talk. I don't take back what I said about Igalo during that World Cup. I don't. Because that would just be me being fake. There was an opportunity to knock out Argentina. There was an opportunity to really embarrass Argentina because Nigeria had Argentina on the ropes, and there's an opportunity to knock them out. Igalo's miss, I'm sorry, that aggravated me. That really, really, really pissed me off. You know, and I held on to that anger. This goes somewhere, not all the way, but this goes somewhere of relieving that anger because this was a superb goal. This was an absolutely brilliant goal. Great. The Aina pass was just insane because it messed up the whole Burundi defense. But just the execution of moving the ball wide enough so that the keeper can't take it, but making it just curve in at the right hands where it was so perfect. It clipped the flipping post that shows that how perfect the ball was, moving far enough out and back in. Beautifully executed goal. And you know what, Igalo? Got to give you credit for that. And I think from that point on, you know what? I have no qualms with him starting. I will still let's see Oyekuru. I don't know whether he's been picked, but I have no qualms with him starting. Akpay, you're done in this tournament. Ezenwa has to be put back in. I'm sorry. As to repeat myself, this is going to be Nigeria's easiest game. Madagascar and Guinea are going to be far tougher games. I watched that game. Those are two good teams who are both far better than Burundi. Can't have Akpay in goal for either of those two games, or we're going to consider at least two. So Akpay, you're done in this tournament. Ezenwa is now the number one. And he's amazing great, the number one. You'll know how I feel. I still follow Ayema on Instagram. He's still my captain. He's still my captain. He will always be my captain. And if there's something for Ayema to come back, because the guy he's still money. If there's something for Ayema to come back to the team, it'll be great because Ayema is he's the best keeper that Nigeria have ever had. He's the best goalkeeper that Nigeria have ever had. But the funny thing is that this is almost back to how it used to be back in the 90s, where Nigeria just had all about the attack, but then the keeper was always a bit shaky. Peter Rufai, we all know that time. So I think when you're looking at this thing, Ndidi holding that midfield, maybe you have Itebo in there, and you have Mikel, you have Iwobi as a number 10, Musa left, Chukwueze right, and you have Igalo as a number 10. And I thought, Omero held it down. Omero and Ekong, I think they held it down pretty good. And Sheyu, until they got injured, I think he was pretty good. So I think that the defense, a few hairy moments, a few times where they may have been pressing a bit too high, but I think it was still all good in the hood there. So, and look, as I said again for Chukwueze, you can see a star there. All that Rod needs to tell him is that composure. Because I see a bit of Robin-esque there in the sense of like, he knows how to keep hold of the ball with his left foot and evade tackles which is what Robin does brilliantly, which Robin does better than anyone in history. Shielding the ball, putting your body between you and the other defender, but you're going out, but you're still making ground. You're going out, evading tackles, still making ground, and you're putting your body there. So any tackle the defender makes is going to be a foul. So you're always protected with the ball. So either you're going to make ground, or the guy has to make a foul. So he's not perfect at that, and he'll never be like Robin, but it is Robin-esque. So for me, if it was me with Chukwueze, sit down, get some pandemium, some egusi, some plantain, and literally just watch videos of Robin. Just watch non-stop videos of Robin and study this dude's game, because that is the game you should study. If you study, perfect this game, try and bring in your own flair to it, but use that as a framework. I think Chukwueze could be a devastating talent. I see a devastating talent there, but remember, what about Balotelli? Talent is one thing. Execute. So what I want from Chukwueze is just better composure. Don't be so rash when you're shooting the ball. Sometimes make the right decision. And just whenever you're in those dangerous positions, you know what it's about. Don't lean back. You lean forward. Get a good connection with the ball. aim for the target. So I just think sometimes his head may be towards where, like, and I know things are moving fast. We've all played football before where things are moving fast, but you have to maintain that composure. The best at it know that no matter how quick the game is going, they always know that when I'm in my sweet spot, I pick my spots, boom. Again, Chukwueze, just watch the master. Watch the master, because the position you're playing and the way you're playing, it's similar to Robin. Watch the best that has ever done it. Study your game on the guy. So, if you can do that, I think that would be grand. I think that would definitely be 100% grand. So, yeah, man. I'm impressed. Again, not a perfect game. Not a perfect game so far. Was a bit. I just felt like that first half sketchy. But again, remember what I said? It's all about the lineup. I think that lineup that's had Musa on the left, Iwobi in the number 10 position, and Igola as a starting striker. That's the lineup to go with. I think Ndidi holds the midfield down beautifully well. I think that guy is developing to be a central midfield marshal. How Leicester City still have a hold of him, I have no idea. Like, guys, teams out there, you want a really good central midfielder to hold things down for y'all? Wilfred. So, yeah, man. So it's moving forward now. I think the next game is against Guinea. Tough game. Tough game, because remember, Guinea, oh my God, but especially Guinea are looking for 3 points based on their draw. So, but yeah, that's the lineup that ended the game. That's the lineup moving forward. Don't change anything, don't move anything. That's the lineup that I need to see moving forward, and then we can ride with that. Peace out, stay true, stay real.